Now to sing the national anthem, we have Aaron Smith and senior Emma Jacodecon.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose frost lights and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets echoed, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon and welcome. Thank you everyone for being here today to celebrate the class of 2021. Over the last year, we have talked a lot about the experiences our students, especially seniors, have missed. While this is true, I believe that there is also a lot they have gained. Easy is not an excellent fertilizer for growth. We grow the most when we do hard things, embracing the struggle, learning from it, and celebrating when you come out the other end. The class of 2021 has certainly done hard things over the last year. As a result, they'll be more resilient and better prepared for success after they leave Rangeley Lakes Regional School. Seniors, don't focus on what you have lost, but instead on what you have gained. As Robert Frost wrote in his poem, "A Servant to Servants," the best way out is always through. Now, without further ado, before I get the hook, please welcome Principal Georgia Campbell.
Thank you, Seth. Bear with me just a second. Good afternoon, parents, family members, faculty, and the Rangeley Lakes Regional School class of 2021. I would like to first thank Sonia Johnson, Darlene Woodman, Heidi Derry, Jeff LaRochelle, Seth Liberty, Sean Russell, and any others that were involved in making this commencement ceremony possible today, and to all the benefactors who contributed scholarships this year. We had 6 seniors that chose to take advantage of the scholarship application process, totaling a remarkable $58,250. When thinking about my focal point for this address, my thoughts naturally go to all that we've experienced as a nation for the past year. It was a tough year, and I believe anyone you ask would agree. That isn't what I want to focus on. In essence, it was a snapshot in time. The real memories are the ones that you all had years before COVID. Many of you have been together since day one in kindergarten and have grown together in the good times and the bad. When you look back at your time here, I hope you will remember those who helped you along the way. With that said, what I do want to focus on are the accomplishments in lieu of the obstacles that you faced this year. We had a senior participate in the All-State Honors Music Festival, SSA Choir. She was also accepted to All-States all 4 years. 2 seniors have traditionally been 3-sport athletes. We have a senior that won the silver medal for scholastics and won a silver key for her first thesis at the Scholarship Art and Writing Awards, and in addition, won the State of Maine National History Day competition for the website category. Her website is now at the national stage of the competition. This same student also had an amazing ski record for the year, finishing out 4th overall for the female contenders. In addition, she represented her peers on the school board. 2 seniors made it to the Class C Golf State Championship, and some have taken advantage of enrichment opportunities via college and high school online platforms. And for the first time ever, 100% of the senior class went to the Foster Technical Center in Farmington. We have 3 seniors inducted in the National Honor Society, and some have also been inducted in the CTE Honor Society. Some have taken the opportunity to complete work-study programs. As you can see, there is much to celebrate and many different pathways to one end. So with that information, you may be wondering what fields of study our graduates pursuing. Criminal justice, the military, business, paramedics, civil engineering, diesel mechanics, meteorology and atmosphere sciences, and some choosing to enter the workforce. Seniors, there are a couple of life lessons that have profoundly changed my life. The first would be that you can do anything you put your mind to. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all in how you turn those mistakes around that really matters. Second, life is going to have its challenges from time to time. Don't let it weigh you down. Use adversity as an opportunity to grow. Utilize your resources, and don't be afraid to ask for help. You have mastered the objectives set forth here at RLRS, and what you do moving forward is up to you. But do it with integrity and kindness. When you leave here today, you will be a Rangeley Lakes Regional School graduate. To the faculty, thank you for sharing your knowledge and passion for teaching. You have navigated the most difficult of times and have never wavered from your commitment to our students and the school. To the parents of our graduating seniors, my deepest appreciation goes out to all of you for your continued support and willingness to work as a team over the years. We are so grateful you entrusted us with our community's most precious resource and your most precious possession as they learned and grew into the adults they are today. To Superintendent Downing, on behalf of the faculty of Rangeley Lakes Regional School, I certify that the senior class that stands before you has met the requirements set forth by the RSU 78 district and recommend they receive their Rangeley Lakes Regional School diploma. Congratulations, class of 2021. As many of you know, or some of you may know, some of you may not know, Mr. Downing, this is his last year with us. He will be moving on, and he would like to have a few parting words.
Thank you, Georgia. On behalf of the RSU School Board, staff, and all we represent as educators, congratulations to the class of 2021. I have a few words I'd like to say to you. I've been in education for over 40 years, and in those 40 years, I've coached 40 of them. And so if I talk like a coach, I apologize ahead of time. But the thing I look at, when I look at the students sitting before me, is I immediately think of our team. I've taken the literary liberty to put my own words with each letter. So if you would bear with me, start with T. First of all, graduates, make sure you thank all those that you had an opportunity to be with. Family, friends, staff, each other. Thank you means a lot. As a team member, you always should thank your teammates, and you sit amongst them as you are now. E is for efforts and endurance. The efforts you've had to put forth over your 13 years, counting pre-K, were really tested the last couple of years. And that endurance to get through what we all have had to get through, you should be so proud of yourselves. Because except for the class of 2020 last year, you were the class of the COVID generation. You have made history. Don't forget that. Many sitting in this audience have witnessed history on 9/11. You've just witnessed history in the pandemic of 2020 to 2021. A is appreciate. Don't ever forget that word. Please appreciate everything that you have before you, because that's what's coming next. Take advantage of it. You've got the support. I can see it looking around this area. M, memories. Nobody, I repeat, nobody can take your memories away. Those are yours. They're inside of you. You do what you want with those, but I'll tell you right now, use them as a light, and as you go through, that will open up darkness. Don't ever forget that, because memories carry not only words, but also images of faces that you've come across. And finally, word or the letter S. That's simple. That's seniors. Congratulations to the team of 2021. You have earned the victory. You are here. We're getting ready to give you those diplomas that you want so badly. So congratulations, and families, community members, friends, staff, thank you so much for giving me a couple years to be up here working with these kids. They're number one in my mind. They always will be. And the only reason I'm not coming back next year is because the other district I work for She's told me I have to be full-time. So I have to make a decision. The decision was hard, but I thank you so much for letting me be part of the Grange Lakes family. Thank you so much.
I would now like to invite up Emma Jackson and Ellen Smith to your performance. Sorry, the bookmark got stuck. The first memoriam is for Shannon Wallstrom, who is a daughter, granddaughter, niece, friend, dancer, photographer, traveler, and animal lover. On even the darkest of days, there is a light. Perhaps it is in the form of a cheerful smile, a twinkling glance, or some sort of kind expression. Maybe it's a quick-witted comment, a flash of the camera, or the wag of the tail. Even more, it's a famous landmark that appears on TV, or a song that plays on the radio. It could be any combination of those things, and just one, maybe just the thought of her, that allows us like to live our lives with our hearts. No, we were blessed with Shannon Wallstrom's presence for just a short period of time on this earth. The impact that she had on those around her was profound. Her friendship to so many was genuine and loyal, and the only drama she liked was the kind that was performed on stage. Her smile was infectious, and she was kind to everyone, whether learning alongside her classmates at Rangeley Lakes Regional School, or studying digital media at Boston Tech Center, or performing in the Lakeside Dance Studio for 12 years. Shannon caught the travel bug early on when she traveled to Washington, D.C. in 2014, and then photographed her way through the rainforests and mountains of Costa Rica in 2016 on her cultural event. She expressed that this was her most important, partly because of the natural beauty, and partly because of the company of her friends by her side. The Costa Rican phrase, pure vida, means pure and simple life, and one would imagine that also had a connection to Shannon. She was happiest with the simplest of things. As we remember Shannon, let us consider living simply, smiling
I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I'm sorry. So, the class of 2021 wants to, once again, remember a lovely lady. And that lady is Lisa Hall. She has kept, we kept her really close to our hearts this year. And many of us have known her since preschool. And she wanted us to keep it really short. Alright, so Lisa Hall always knew how to light up a room. She had such an adventurous soul, and she always knew how to have a good time. The outdoors were a huge part of her identity. Lisa's love of the outdoors included skiing, hiking, swimming, fishing, boating, camping, walks with her dog Bella, spending time with her family and friends, relaxing at the family camp. Her passion for the outdoors was passed down to both of her children, Olivia and Connor. As they follow in her footsteps and they take the love that was passed down to them and put it into everything they do. Lisa loved to tell stories about growing up in Maine. She loved to skiing at Saddleback and skiing with all of us on Ski Tuesdays. She loves to tell the funniest stories from her childhood, and she was such a jokester. Lisa's friends and family can attest to her resilience, compassion, unconditional love, and selflessness. She cared and did so much for others and wanted nothing in return. Lisa will forever be in our hearts, and the class of 2021 would like to present this year's
Now, I am pleased to introduce this year's valedictorian, Sky Williams. We're finally here. Hello, family, friends, staff, and community members. Thank you all for being here. Class of 2021, congratulations. You have pushed through much confusion and difficult times through this year with COVID-19 more than any other class, and you have finally made it. I cannot be prouder of being a part of this class because though it has been tough, we still had time to connect and grow together to finish our years in Rangeley Lakes Regional School. With all the challenges thrown our way, you all surpassed everyone and are now here graduating. You should all be proud of yourselves because you are warriors and are now taking the next step into life. This year has forced us into difficult decisions and have changed us as adults. I face many challenges with how I can be the best through a computer screen. Am I good enough on my own? Am I ready for my future? These obstacles have been tough. However, this pandemic has made us adaptable and possibly more prepared for our future. Through my personal experience, I have had to adapt to challenges in order to discover my strengths, weaknesses, and the right path to take. I have changed so much growing up at RLRS that sometimes it's hard to recognize myself. Entering RLRS as a kindergartner, my first lesson was the morals and the standards of the school. Respect, leadership, responsibility, and service. These guiding principles encourage students to adopt these morals and to finish their passion in life and learning. Through elementary school, I wanted to be a million different things: a NASCAR race driver, a fashion designer, a rock star, many different things. But as I grew, I started recognizing my strengths and passions in the lessons I was learning. Thus, I was able to narrow down my goals and aspirations. As a senior now, I know who I want to be and my mission in life. However, I know that others do not follow the same path that I have created. Other scholars are still not sure what they want to be in life and what they consider successful. My advice? Success is what you deem it to be. It is not the money count, the popularity, or the right thing to do. It is what you want, and if you are satisfied, then you will live happy and a fulfilled life. Every single one of you is successful in my eyes, and I see potential in you. Each student of the class of 2021 demonstrates the principles of Rangeley Lakes Regional School in their own way, offering a plethora of opportunities and diversity. However, from knowing this because of my personal experience with my classmates, I do feel that the RLRS
has lost some sight of what RLS truly means. As valedictorian of class of 2021, here's my message in hopes that the school can recognize and strive towards the morals that I learned in Peru. Respect, the first R. In the simplest terms, it is the golden rule of treat others the way you want to be treated. My only question is, how do we recognize the difference between a respectful person or one who recognizes the difference between or one who has learned the value of respect and has matured with it? Respect is understanding. It is empathy on the first level. That I understand my classmates and my teachers have their own lives and are putting efforts into learning. Respect is something that can be learned until it becomes natural. It is not only formality when needed. I encourage members of RLRS to learn respect on a deeper level and to strive to understand each other better, even when assumptions are easier. Leadership is a well-known trait in our school. I know some people who would disagree. Nevertheless, I have learned what leadership truly means. It is not the one who takes in charge. It is not the one most popular. It is not the one who has or wears the title. Having leadership is taking a hand in any given situation to provide aid. Some of the greatest leaders were not the ones on a podium with their fists held high, screaming at the top of their lungs, "Hear my voice," but actually the ones who translate their words into actions. Naive of me to think that there were leaders and followers, because every single one of those followers are truly leaders that haven't been given the spotlight or choose not to. I hope that by our actions and words through the years, we'll reach fellow students to let them know that each one of you is a leader in your own way. And as my mother told me, follow the beat of your own drum. Responsibility, the second R, needs to be broadened. Responsibility is not just what others dictate as a whole. It is what an individual must do to uphold their promise or to take the action for themselves. Too many students believe that there is no one priority. It's only their school responsibilities. And when they fall behind, that they're irresponsible. I want to give comfort to those students. Your responsibility is to live your life. Understand what you need and want. Then understand other priorities. We have responsibilities of homework and good behavior because it helps benefits ourselves in this demanding world. However, do not forget that our minds and our bodies have responsibility of wanting to be happy and healthy. You are not irresponsible for taking the initiative of taking care of personal needs first. You are not irresponsible for struggling with management. You are not irresponsible just because others say you are. Everyone has their own steps in learning and living, and no one has the same steps. Other members of RLRS, I encourage you to find responsibility within yourself. My message for the students still applies to all of you on an individual level. But as a group, I encourage you all to take responsibility for your part of RLRS and help others who may be struggling. Work to find solutions rather than scapegoats. Take responsibility for your actions. Last but not least, service. Service is when you act to help another person. This definition in the basic sense is true. However, I believe that it is deeper than that. Service is when you sacrifice either time, comfort, or strength to help another when you can choose not to. Furthermore, true service has ethics. It is not the number of hours you can put on your resume. It is not, how can I put the least amount of effort? Service is when you give your time to another without expectation of receiving an award. There are many examples where the RLRS community members provide service to those in need. And I thank those people who sacrifice on a daily basis. They truly are superheroes in our town. In essence, service embodies all four principles into one. Throughout my time in the outing club, doing trail work and helping others, I didn't receive any bonus points of clock hours. What I received was a sense of fulfillment and friendships. Through volunteering and community service, I've learned to look at life as waves, where you are in constant motion, ebbing and flowing. And as you move forward, you're helping other waves, and not just to check the boxes on a list of accomplishments. Seeing ourselves and others can create a more empathetic, compassionate, and just world. I hope that by my words and observations that others will observe and strive for the betterment of this community and for themselves. RLRS is a unique, small, beautiful place, and great successful people can grow here and have grown from here. May all of the seniors of the class of 2021 rise beyond the stars and live their best life. I believe in all of you, and I can thank you, classmates, for Rangeley Lakes Regional School.
Next up is the RLRS tradition of the presentation of the roses. Luke Williams gives a rose to Mom, a rose to Dad, to Bo, to Tucker, to Shelby and Marshall. Bill Bride give a rose to Mom, a rose to Dad, a rose to Wyatt, a rose to Steve, and a rose to Ethna. Garrett Burgess is going to give a rose to Mom, a rose to Stepdad, a rose to Dad, a rose to Stepmom, a rose to Grandmother, and a rose to Taylor. Anna Champagne is giving a rose to Mom and Graham, a rose to Shahana, a rose to Xander, a rose to Carl, and a rose to Williamson. Connor Hall is a rose to Deb, a rose to Olivia, a rose to Ethna, a rose to the Bride family, and a rose to Stroud. Jacob House is a rose to Mom, a rose to Aurora, a rose to Graham, a rose to Dad, and a rose to Grandpa. Connor Irvine gives a rose to Janet Irvine, to John Irvine, to Kane Irvine, a rose to Angelica Chavry, and a rose to Anna Champagne. Emma Jacques Decombe gives a rose to Mom, a rose to Dad, a rose to Eva, a rose to Kaylin, a rose to Woodman, to a Mommy, and a bouquet for Smitty. Matthew Lassard gives a rose to Mom, a rose to Dad, a rose to Val, a rose to Grandma, and a rose to his aunt. Ella Smith gives a rose to Mom, Dad, and Emmeline, to Mimi Gale and Bubba Chuck, to Mimi Amber and Bubba Kenny, Allie and Aunt Linda, Aunt Cash and Uncle Laura, Sage, Jackson, and Quincy, Sherry and Josh, AJ, Mary, Connor, Garrett, Kenny, and Michael, Krista, Tasha, Nate, Doug. Kenneth Thompson gives a rose to Mom, a rose to Dad, to Avery, Nate Miller, and Connor Hall. Gives a rose to Mom, Dad, and Dax, to Jimmy Hathaway, to Angelica, to Stroud, and to Sonia.
Bobby did buck and
All right, now the time you've all been waiting for, your diplomas. All right. Luke Bell Bolia. William James Fry. Garrett David Burgess. Anastasia Rose Champagne. Connor James Hall. Jacob Ray House. Connor Irvine. Emma Lee Jaco Descamps. Matthew Michael Joseph Nadeau Lassard. Ella Haley Smith. Kenneth Dale Thompson. Autumn Sky Constance Williams.
There you go, Autumn.
Graduates, will you please stand? At this time, you may turn your tassels. Congratulations, class of 2021. And that concludes our service today.
I'm going to interject for the parade. Those of you who would like time to get on Main Street to secure a spot to see the parade, we'd encourage you to get going pretty soon because the seniors are going to take over. Those that want to follow in the parade, please let the seniors come out of the bus loop first, and then you may tag along behind, and the fire chief and the police chief will let you know where to follow the parade as we leave the exit. Let's be safe. Everybody drive slow. Thank you.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
We'll go find a spot down there. Oh, y'all going with them?